Warmest Blessings, Aquarius Collective. This is Mastershamanpalichee. Welcome. If you haven't already, go like, subscribe, and hit that notification button for more videos like this to come. I am trying to grow the channel, so if you can do me a small favor, I would appreciate you very much. Let's get into your soul reading today in the shamanic way, of course. And if there is something that resonates, comment down below and let me know as well. I'd like to know if I'm on track as well. If there's something that doesn't resonate, because this is a general reading, then just let it go or don't have to keep it, right? All right, let's pull up the first card for you here, my Aquarius Collective. And I'm getting the Guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So this card comes out for you, Aquarius Collective. It feels like there's been some kind of hasty or just feeling like the home isn't so safe, or there's something that needs to be corrected or collected and maybe cleansed around the home. It feels that way right now for you, Aquarius Collective. And it just feels like there's something that has been happening in your life in the last week or so that hasn't been so stable, as not a stable feeling at all. There's a need for you to come back and to bring in your intuition, to allow the intuition and instincts to tell you to do certain things that will be helpful for you, to let the universe guide you in the meditation or contemplation state of mind so that you can come back to yourself and not be so worried at the same time, so that you can be collected again. There's a piece of you that's been kind of very unstable, feels like unstable energies that has been coming your way, and it's making you feel like your home is unstable. So you need to go and back and connect with your inner emotions, connect with yourself. Again, like I just talked about intuitively, I'm going to check out and see, why are you feeling this instability or this feeling of something is up, right? There's a Knight of Coins here. There seems to be a kind of like a watch for, like you're feeling like you have to watch for something that's indicating that there's someone, perhaps someone is doing something negative to you, something that will harm you or your family. It feels this way. Although the sun is on your side, the sun, the moon, the stars, the universe is coming in to intervene on this piece that's been sort of not justified or not giving you justice. Um, and it just feels like it's up in the air of what's really happening right now in your life. Um, and whatever that you are doing, whatever activities that you're doing, to whether it's a career, whether it is planning for a retirement, perhaps for some of you, whatever it is that you're trying to do towards your future, make it a practical plan, right? And some of you are saying, maybe it's been practical. I've been trying to be practical, but there's something that is also in a dreamy state, or it's in this state of mind where you're like thinking that you're going to be okay when you actually feel like you're not going to be okay, right? So then you have to come up with a practical plan again, even if you had one in the previous years or whatever. Come back to it in this coming year and say, hey, just get yourself together in about like in that hour. Give yourself about an hour to make that plan. And what is practical for you right now, right? And perhaps it's something it has been changing in your career area. Your career has been shifting for you left and right, and you are not having some kind of control of that career area. We've also gotten the Two of Hearts right now. This Two of Hearts is literally showing me that whatever that you've been going through, it's been not the best situation in this career area. It's been almost like you've been let down, or maybe there has been some energies of, though you like the freedom, you've also felt like you've been let down, or you've maybe felt like you've let yourself down, and you want to blame another person. But really, what it is that there's a need for change. There's this calling out to you that you need to change up whatever you're doing in your career area, because there's a need at home. There's a need for you to come back to feeling compassion and to feeling like you really do like what you're doing, because you haven't been fully in it on what you're doing. You haven't been putting in the passion in that, right? You need to now believe in the impossible, because this is what you've been telling yourself for many years, right? That you can do something, start a business, or, if it's a book that you need to write, if it's something that you need to start for yourself, this is the time that you need to do it, right? This is a time you need to believe in the impossible. There's so many things that you wanted to do, but there's just this one thing that your heart has been set on for a while, that you want to be the boss in something, right? You want to have control in your freedom of time, and to put your energy into this area that you've been lagging to put your energy towards, because of whatever financial situation, feeling like you need a career, you need a job, in order for you to do this. Excuse me, in order for you to do this, but you haven't been able to do it, Aquarius Collective, because you haven't been able to believe in yourself lately, and you've been longing to be independent. So this reading is really just about your personal purpose, really. You've been wanting to be independent, but it's been drawing at you, like drawing your energy. And you know that independence is your foundation. But for you to have success and the strength in that, you must be able to really believe in the impossible. We go back to this card. Believing in the impossible, understanding what your needs are at home, in your home, right? Though there could be some kind of a, situation at home or situation that surrounds you, don't let that discourage you from really having the bravery to believe in what you know that you can do, but you feel like you can't do it right now. And you can. There is the great teacher, the spiritual teacher, the ancestral teacher, right? That wants you to learn from your physical yet spiritual experience, right? Whatever that you've been doing in your career area, it's been very physical, whether you've been given credit or not been given credit for whatever that you've done. It feels like right now is a time where you're going to learn from the spiritual teacher, the teacher that teaches you from experience, right? That though you've had this physical experience, you now can understand on the spiritual standpoint of really where you're headed. And that's maybe having to do with an inner urge for change. Your soul needs this change. And when I take a look at it on a scale of 0 to 10, your soul part tells me that you are pretty much outgrown what you've been doing in your life for the last 10 or 15 years. And it's time for you to have a more spiritual experience, even, and to actually realize that it is a spiritual experience that you've been having for the last maybe even 5 years from now, 5 years ago, right? 10 years ago, 5 years ago. And that this spiritual experience is leading you up to this point in time now, that is saying to you, hey, take a step back and just sit to rewind a little bit on what you've been through, how you've outgrown yourself to all this time, right? We also get the 5 of Cups here. And what this is telling me is that you have some hope inside of you to doing more than what you even can see yourself doing, right? But there is this really deep part of you that feels discouraged because of, maybe it's an employer that discouraged you, maybe because you weren't validated for the things that you did, and maybe you have to now stand up, or maybe you've been standing up and giving yourself credit, but it's not satisfying. You want another person to actually give you the credit, and you long for that, and it hasn't been done. So you almost feel like you have to give yourself credit so that you can feel okay, so that you can feel this bravery inside, right? This courage inside to do the impossible, to do something that maybe opening up a business or something like that, or I don't know, buying a bunch of apartments, or perhaps starting off of, a baking business, something that you never thought that you would be able to do, something that maybe someone else never thought that you would do. And this is something that's coming up for you to face, for you to realize that this is time now. The time is not going to be waiting for you, right? Time is not on your side. It is waiting. You're waiting for it to, unfold. But because there's a need for you to take care of your emotional needs, you've been brushing it off and putting it to the side. Honestly, you've got to give that your honesty. Though you don't want to face this truthfully, right? You don't want to face this. You're in denial of facing these emotions because you want to look strong, right, Aquarius? You want to look strong. You want to feel as though you are independent, but this is your rebellion. And we want to say this to you because you need to take care of your needs. Your needs to be taken care of. And your needs right now is really emotional needs. All right? A spirit message is coming through for you, Aquarius Collective. Take a slow, deep breath. And before I go there, I'm going to clear the energy here, clearing out this sad energy or this anger energy, almost rebellious energy of not wanting to face your truth. Clearing out now. And let's see what Spirit needs to say to you today. You're no longer going to stay in the womb. Time is ripe, and you are too. Take this gesture, take this opportunity. Yes, it is free. It is your freedom. Take it and awake your dreams. The dream that you've always wanted can be before you. It just takes one step, one decision, and it will come through. Take a slow, deep breath and indulge in that spirit message. Warmest blessings, and I will leave you with that message. If that made some sense for you today, please drop me a comment down below. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time.